lovelies. It's HCGVeganChic with another early morning update. It is actually, I woke up at 5 again this morning, and I decided to finally roll out of bed at 5:30. Did my journaling this morning, weighed in this morning, and I am not going to be one of those who continues to lose in P3, which is not what you want to do. You actually want to hold steady in P3, but I was kind of hoping that I was going to be one of those. So I am literally on the nose, every number, 135.6 again, 24.6% body fat, 35.7 pounds of body fat. 26.4 is the percentage of body fat, at least according to my scale. I need to do the handheld today, this morning, before I get too much further into the day, so that I can double test that and see where I land on that one. I would guess I'd be at like 124.4, since it's usually about two percentage points off. That's usually been the number. But I just am so excited because tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning or 5:30 in the morning starts P3 for me. I was actually watching HCGVeganChic, or I'm sorry, HCGChica. If you know, I like to talk about her because I really have enjoyed watching her sites and also all of her informative information she's had after she's gotten rid of her journeys. And it's been like 2 years, I think, she's been done with all of her rounds now. But she posted yesterday about P3, and the fact that P3, the 72 hours, actually starts the hour of your last injection. So that would mean that 2 days ago now, at 5 o'clock or 5:30, when I did that final injection, was the beginning of my P3, or I'm sorry, my LIWs without the injection, my 72 hours. So that would mean tomorrow at 5:30, I am in P3 technically. So I'm super excited about that because it gives me a day to play with food prior to going to the west side of the state, and enjoying some time with the amusement park with my family. And my mom, it's her birthday, so I'm super excited for her. Other than that, I picked up Thrive, which is by Brendan Brazier. It's a vegan elite athlete book, and was looking through that. And you know, when you look at most of the stuff, there's all these like crazy ingredients and things like that. But and then they have their own product line. They have a whole product line with stuff. And so I figured, oh, it's going to be just chock full of all of that. It's actually not. There's a lot of really great information in there and some really awesome recipes. And then I was looking at the website, and there's awesome recipes there too. So I'm definitely going to be checking that one out and contemplating using that in P3. Maybe not until P4 or beyond, just because there is a little bit higher sugars. But there's a lot of recipes in there that don't have a lot of sugar in them that I think will be fantastic. Other than that, I also picked up kelp noodles yesterday. I was looking for the shirataki noodles at Whole Foods, and the only ones they had were the ones that have tofu in them. And I have no intention of getting the ones with tofu, don't need it. The shirataki noodles don't actually have to have tofu in it. And when I was talking to the guy, he's like, oh, all of them have tofu. And I'm like, no, not all of them do. In fact, the original noodles don't have them in there. If you've checked out the shirataki noodles are made from what is called yam root. Now that is the English translation of Japanese words. So what the actual plant is not really positive, but essentially it's the roots, it's the fibrous tissue, and there's really nothing else in it. The only reason why people add tofu to it is to give it a different texture. And in giving it a different texture, the idea is to make it more palatable for those who don't like the smell and the texture of the shirataki noodles by themselves. So I prefer to go with the original shirataki noodles versus going with anything else, because there's no reason for me to add the additional soy. And most of the time, it's not a GMO soy or a non-GMO soy. So I was looking in the little Asian section, and I found kelp noodles. Now, I have not tried kelp noodles before, and I'm curious to try them, which I will be today. They do have carbs in them, but they seem to be very similar to the shirataki noodles. They only have 6 calories in like 4 ounces, and the bag is 12. So there's 3 servings in there, or I will probably eat about half of the bag, so I'll be getting 9 calories out of it, which is I think 2 carbs. So it shouldn't be bad, but I'm going to add that with some tomatoes, and I also picked up hemp tofu, which I told you I picked up some hemp to be able to make my own, but I figured I might as well try it first before I try making my own. Then on top of that, I still have to get a tofu press so that I can actually make my own. So I'm going to this morning press it out so that I can get all the moisture out of it and have it so that it soaks up, because if it's anything like regular soy tofu, it will absorb whatever flavors I put into my dish. And I'm planning on doing that with the kelp noodles and some asparagus, and just kind of toss those all around and make it all super yummy. That's going to be lunch, because I want a big lunch today. And then dinner will probably be another protein shake, which I'm only taking half of right now. I'm not even taking the full protein shake, which is kind of why I'm surprised I'm not still dropping, that my body is holding steady. But that's okay. As long as I don't go up, we're good. If I go down, we're good. Just not going up. That's good. The last thing I picked up were kale chips, because I've been wanting to do kale chips so badly. I did those Brussels sprout chips on Sunday, which I think kicked my butt because of the nuts. So I still have to be careful with the nuts. And again, yesterday I did handle the balm for my stomach, which we all know has all the oils in it, and I don't know if that has any effect. Either way, it really doesn't matter. At this point, I'm 135.6. I'm 135 and a half pounds, and I will be happy with 135 and a half, and I will stay at 135 until I get to the next round of HCG, which will be again in August for me. So anybody who is planning an August round, August 17th is actually going to be my first load day. So if you want to join me on that particular round, fantastic. I am, however, starting a little early on my challenge with my friends and fellow oilers. We are doing the essential oils cleanses weight loss challenge, which is starting July 15th, in which we're taking peppermint, lemon, and grapefruit essential oils any way we want, and continue our diet however we want, exercising however we want, because the essential oils help to cleanse the body, minimize appetite, and just boost the detox and boost your metabolism in general. So I'm definitely taking those also just because, some people say that HCG really messes with your metabolism. I don't know that that's going to be a factor. I obviously haven't gotten there yet. But there's nothing to say that having that extra little boost from my all-natural essential oils can't help me. So that challenge with the capsules is only $60. If anybody wants to join me, message me at HCGVeganChic@gmail.com. You can also email me here on YouTube, because I am always checking it and I'm always on. You can also come join me over at the HCG Vegan Chick on Facebook. That's my page. And then there's HCG Vegan Chick or HCG Vegan Babe. There's also Lemon Drop Diva and HCG Droppers, all of which I've created to be essential oil oriented. And some of them will address more of the HCG factors than others. So that is it. And of course, you can always come see me at HCGVeganChic.com. And I will see you guys again soon. See you tomorrow. Bye.